Have you ever seen a Chinese paper with one author?
No.
You know why? They put their neighbor's name also.
Hello guys, we are here for the expert lecture.
Department of Mechanical Engineering. I welcome Dr. Kashmiri Lal Mittal sir. I just he is world known person. He has published more than 130 books. Okay, and he has done PhD from University of this. I want to welcome him.
Here you should learn something which you will not find anywhere. Okay, this is 50 years of cumulative experience distilled in one day. I mean, in 1 hour rather. Science, mans and nans, microfluidics, nano imprint, nanoelcytin. That when it comes to adhesion, but whether you like it or not, many birthday in Amsterdam. So I had to give a talk, and the talk I gave was quarter century. One, nobody can deny the importance. He said how wonderful you are. What's a good adhesion value of a coat? Even Sir Isaac Newton had idea about adhesion. They are aged. He said, if you want to unite two things, A and B, about adhesion, never work in adhesion or passivation up to 100 people. What do they think of adhesion? So there are various, we are talking about materials adhesion here, but adhesion in a holistic manner, in toto. When it comes to adhesion of a coating, and that applies to other areas too, but coating is a good example. Surface chemistry and many other factors. Even sex and mood of the operator can make it. How do you make the molecular orbitals from atomic orbitals? You take all atomic orbitals, memorize this. If you are talking about adhesive joint, making using adhesive, wetting and setting, that's the formula. That how do you make a good bond? First you take the adhesive, make sure it's wet. 8 years ago, I was standing at Copenhagen, Denmark airport, and this guy comes to me and he said, Dr. Mittal, do you remember me? I said, when you remove a coating from it to take you through some science, superhydrophobicity. Those little bit of chemistry, what is acid, what is base? Our polymers, PVC is very acidic material. So if you want to work, because at least polymer adhesion you cannot do area of acid basic, but it has all kinds of reactive chemistry, and then things UV ozone, X-ray, laser, electron bombardment, use all kinds of chemistry to open up and improve adhesion. In this area, we just put out a very thick book on polymer. When there is a adhesion problem between, let's say, inorganic and seed, do you believe it? This is all published. Here is the other we need is high temperature. Here is my summary, because I work in adhesion. I never take even a microsecond reproduce anyway. And have you ever seen a Chinese paper with one author?
No.
You know why? They put their neighbor's name also. Because university gives money for publication of paper to everybody, an equal amount of money. So the author says, hey, I can make my friend happy, my neighbor happy. Put his name on the paper, he doesn't even know what paper is all about. So So this is called literature pollution. So nowadays, if you have good research work done, why you have to pay money for publication? So this my friend was very happy. Then I told him, you should be ashamed. $1,800 you spend, and nobody is going to give you any credit for those. So anyway, so I want to give you time for question.
Recycle. So during the recycle process, basically, in order to segregate the different materials, it is easy if it is not processed chemically. For example, I read in the book that the coating should be avoided because it becomes a hurdle during the recycling phase.
To be very fair, I have, when I was editor-in-chief, I used to send to 3 reviewers any article who came. And in my 25-year tenure, there were only 3 cases where all 3 reviewers rejected. So I said, there is nothing I can do. 3 reviewers rejecting, that's very rare. Otherwise, always one says yes, others say no. That happens every day. So in that case, editor has to look at both comments. Okay? And many times, I tell you, there is a personal vendetta. There is a personal thing going on. You will enjoy this instance I had one time. I sent a paper for review to somebody, and he did not look at paper. He just wrote on the first page, Kash, that's my first name, Kash, this is utter nonsense, and sent to me. That was his comment. I said, it cannot be that bad. This guy was actually Indian, but living in Denmark. And I know him, something is wrong here. I can't believe that he's so bad. I sent the same copy in those days, no electronic mail, everything to the post office, to somebody at Berkeley, equally qualified reviewer. His comment came back, it's good, needs some revision. I have never accepted in my life any paper without revision. So revision is always needed. Then I met this guy, Indian guy, in Amsterdam. I said, do you have some hidden enemy? This is not review, this is animosity. I said, do you have a hidden enemy? And he said, immediately, and he was 100% right. I said, I cannot tell you, because that's not ethical. But he was absolutely right. Now, I said, how it became so bad? He said, when we were both doing PhD, we were dating the same girl. Now, you can influence your career. So he said, well, then there was a problem, and this guy got mad at me. Now he's a big professor in North Carolina. So he says, since that day, he look at my name, his blood pressure goes up, he's a rejected. So everything happens. But a good editor, he will look at the comments and take out these personal things, and see if there is a scientific reason. And sometimes you publish a paper to create more excitement. So it work as a catalyst, So all kinds of consideration. But when 3 reviewers rejected, something is wrong. Something is really wrong. So this paper was rejected, so I called the author. He he's a friend. I said, tell me, what do you think of this paper you submitted to me? There is something fundamentally wrong? He said, no, Kash, it's very simple. Either I'm genius or I'm a damn fool. So he even asked me, there is a Nobel laureate, he said, Kash, can you send it to him? I regard his opinion and you send to him. So I sent to him the note. I will really appreciate. There has been a lot of discordance of opinion regarding this paper. He said, yeah, it's very strange, but publish it. So maybe somebody will come up with a better idea and use this as a basis. So many times you publish paper to create excitement. But it's totally up to the editor. Nobody can say anything. Yeah. Langmuir, I don't know, you know the journal Langmuir?
Yes.
It was started by my professor with whom I did PhD in surface chemistry. My PhD was in surface and colloid chemistry. He always used to say, Professor Adamson, a journal is as good as the editor. Very simple. And a good editor will read the comments very critically. Otherwise become biased. A review should not be biased. But that happens always. And nowadays, everybody has the option. If this journal doesn't accept, there are 10,000 journals. They will be willing to publish. Like this, my friend from Aligarh Muslim University. He was so proud. He said, but I made $1,800, but I can add 3 papers in my curriculum vitae. Good. No, I really don't know. What does it measure? Impact factor. It measures the impact of the journal, not of the research papers. And if your library is getting a journal which has impact factor, oh boy, that's very high. I used to get letters from India, from many places. My director saying, in IIT, without director you cannot do anything. University, without vice chancellor you cannot do anything. Cannot even go to bathroom, washroom. So they used to write, we are allowed to publish paper only in journals with high impact factor. Oh, this science citation index is good. Like you publish 10 papers, 9 nobody cared, 1 gets cited every day. So you know that had some impact. I have asked so many people, tell me, what does this impact factor mean? I don't understand, what does it measure? Dr. Gupta, what do you say? I know, but sometimes what can you do? Certain things are. So what are you working on? You guys, PhD students. Yeah.
So repair of metals using composites.
Repair of metal composites?
No, sir. Repair of metals using composite.
Or using composites, I see. And your composites are polymeric composites or inorganic?
CFRP.
Like yesterday evening you were sharing, what you need is junoon, passion. Isn't it? And then he said, I have loads of money, which I don't need anymore. However, I am still continuing for name, fame, or giving back to the society. तो ये तो सर की एज में है, द राइट एज ऑफ 80 प्लस।
कहाँ से जाएगा
दूसरे साइड से भी लिए थे ना ऑडियंस।